Welcome, welcome, welcome to Algebra 1 Calculator Lab, learning how to add and subtract matrices using your calculator. Now, this works with a TI-82, 3 or 4. I like the 84, and those of you who normally watch my videos notice that this calculator is blue. It's my son Joshua's. I left my pink one at school. I sound just like the kids, right? I left my calculator at school. All right, so what we're going to learn to do is add and subtract matrices. And it sounds cooler than it is because it sounds like it has something to do with that movie, The Matrix, and it doesn't. But it's pretty fun and it's really easy. So let me first of all show you. Now, let me do my big disclaimer. What we're going to do is easier to do not on the calculator. So why are we doing this then? It's because this is like we're learning to ride a bike with training wheels. And so we're doing it easy now so that later on we know how to do it. Later on we'll get to Algebra 2 and there will be things that is much, much, much easier to do with matrices on your calculator. So you want to learn how to do this, and this is step 1. Now, what is a matrix? Or what is, matrices is plural, matrix is singular. So I'm going to show you in the book. If you're following along in the book, this is McDougall-Littell Algebra 1 from about 2004. And that's why I like this book. I know it's old, but I like it because of these calculator labs. I think they're so good. Anyway, okay, so this is a matrix, and all it is, and that's one too, and all it is really a different way of writing information. So I'm going to show you how to add these together and subtract them, not using your calculator. Okay, so first of all, this is, I'm calling matrix A, and this one is matrix B, and I copied them out of the book. Now, I told you this is the second time I did this video, and I copied the problem wrong, so I got the wrong answer. Just like the kids again. I left off that negative. All right, so what we're going to do first is just like in the book, we're going to add them. And how you do it is it's all about position. So because this number is in the upper left corner, I add it to the number that is in the upper left corner. So I do -5 plus 3. That's like you owed me, or I owed you $5, and then foolishly you loaned me 3 more. So how much more money do I owe you now? I owe you $8. So -5 plus -3 is -8. Okay, so and I write the answer in that same place. Okay, so now we're going to do our next one. -8 plus 4. So I owed you $8. I paid you back 4. How much am I still in debt? $4. So -8 plus 4 is -4. Okay, now let's do our next one. 1 plus 1. This sounds like first grade, doesn't it? 2. Yay, we got it. 0 plus, and I go over here to the same position, -1 is -1. See how they're both in the upper right? Now we're going to go in the middle of the right. 4 plus 0 is 4, and this is what I have wrong up there. I'm going to have to fix it. 5 plus -7 is -2. There. If you write your problem down wrong, you get the wrong answer every time. Well, I would say. All right, so now the book wants us to subtract them. So we're going to subtract them. This pen is dried out. Can you see the negative there? Let's see if I can pull this one out. All right, let's try this one. -5 minus -3. What do 2 negatives make? A positive. So it's -5 plus 3 is -2. -8 minus 4 is -12. 1 minus 1 is 0. 0 minus -1, 2 negatives make a positive, so it's plus 1. 4 minus 0 is 4, and this is the other one that's wrong. 5 minus -7, 2 negatives make a positive. This should be 12. There. All right, so that's the answers if you add them or you subtract them. You write it like that in matrix form. Now, I'm going to show you how to do it on your calculator. Now, it was better last video I made because it hadn't been typed in yet. Now it's already typed in. So I'm going to clear this out. All right, so that when I turned on my calculator, right there, that button turns it on. Then this is your regular math screen, and I hit clear to get rid of the stuff so it looks nicer. where we find matrix or matrices is right there. It's the second of that x to the negative 1 power. So how you get to it is you push the second button and then x to the negative 1, and there it is. Now you might have something there or not. Mine does, okay? But it doesn't matter if you do or not. What we want to do is we want to edit, which means that's just, fancy math for we want to put in data into our calculator. So I go over to edit, and the first one I want to do is A, so I hit enter. And it doesn't matter what yours says next to it. Now, let's pretend like it says, okay, that had this to start with. Okay, there was something there. Well, the first thing you have to do is make it have the right dimensions. And our matrices are 3 by 2, meaning they have 3 rows and 2 columns. So the first thing I need to do is I need to tell it that. And I don't have to delete what's there, I just write over it. So I say 3, and then I arrow over to 2, and it will give me, and hit enter, it will give me the right number of spaces to fill in. Now I'm going to fill them in from the book, the one that was given to me, and it was -5. You get negative down here, 5 here, and it puts it on the bottom here, and then you hit enter, and it pops it up there. Okay, the next one is 0. Then the next one is -8. You do negative here, not minus, -8. Okay, and then I hit enter and see how it popped it up there. 4, enter, 1, enter, 5, enter. Okay, so that's my first matrix all entered in. And now I want to get off of this screen. Whenever you want to get away from something in this calculator, you do second mode. See how it says quit right there? And now I'm back to my math screen. Now I'm going to go back to my matrix screen, hitting second x to the negative 1, and I'm going to do the next one. So I go back over to edit, and I go down, I use the arrow keys, down to B, and I hit enter. Now, this one already is 3 by 2, and I think I've already put this one in, but I might have put it in wrong. Let's check it and see. Got arrow down and look to where I am. It should be -3, that's right. -1, 4, that's good. 0, that's correct. 1, that's correct. And 7, -7. All right, so my matrix is in there right, but you will type it in. Okay, so now we want to get out of the screen again, so we say quit. We're on our math screen, and this is where we're going to tell it that we want to add matrix A to B. So first we have to go get matrix A, so we go back to second of x to the negative 1, and right here where it says names, this A is already highlighted. I just say enter, and look, it bounces it over to my math screen. I want to add the other matrix, so I say plus, and now I'll go pick the other one. I go back to my matrix, I arrow down to B, and I select it. So now it says matrix A plus matrix B. I hit enter, and done. There's the answer. We got it right. Yay, go us. Okay, now we're supposed to subtract them. So we go back to matrix. We select A again. This time we say minus over here. Minus goes in the middle. They both start with the letter M. Then you go back and get the B matrix. So do second, and then that button again. Arrow down to B, and then hit select, and there it is. Now I hit enter, and there's the answer. We got it right. Okay, now you will notice this took way longer than just doing it on the board over here. But like I said, it's so that later on when we get to the hard stuff, you know how to do it. You know how to do the easy stuff. So have fun. You're going to be doing number 1 and 2. If you're not doing this class, you can practice whatever matrices you have. But this is adding and subtracting matrix. To learn how to multiply and divide and do the more difficult stuff, there's a separate video, and it will be under Algebra 2. So if you like the way I teach, like, share, subscribe, and come back for more great math videos. And I have science too. So math is great. See you soon.